You're going to create a video or you're going to go on live, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Well, there's certain components that it must have. In an earlier video, I talked about one of those components, which was lighting. And in this one, I am going to talk about what you're listening to right now, which is sound. I'm calling this segment Sound On. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ruben Villarreal. I am Builtin Microphone across all my social medias, and this is the channel, and these are the videos that are committed and dedicated to the late adapter to help them understand and put a handle on this very complex social media world. And like I say, we're going to talk about sound, which you're listening to right now, and it's important. And I'm going to give you some pros, some cons, and I might talk about some troubleshoot areas that you might have to watch out for as you consider the options for your sound. So let's get started. The first sound option I'm going to discuss is what you're listening to right now is your built-in microphone. Now, I'm pretty sure that if you're listening to this, there's quite a bit of echo going on. That's one of kind of the drawbacks. But one of the pluses is it comes with your smartphone and or your camera. It's built in. You don't have to support it. You don't have to put batteries in it. Nothing. It's just you turn it on and it's ready to go, which sounds kind of cool until you consider the fact that this is what your audience is going to listen to, this kind of echoey sound. Now, what I see happen all too often is people making the mistake of standing further back away from their smartphone instead of getting close to it. It's very important if you're going to use your built-in microphone on your smartphone is that you do something like this. Get closer to your source, get closer to your smartphone, because the closer you are, the more improved that your sound quality will be. And good sound quality means that your video and or your live have a much better chance of being successful in a competitive social media environment. The next sound option I'm going to talk about here in this Sound On video is a shotgun mic, and it looks like this. Now, there are different kinds, of different styles. This is the kind that I have. Now, a shotgun mic is really super duper flexible, and it has a variety of uses. Right now, I have it propped up on top of my smartphone. Now, it's probably sounding better than the onboard mic, but it still sounds like it's a little distance because it is, but it has very distinct advantages. You can put it on your smartphone like you have it right here, and I'm going to show you a couple of other applications before I tell you that a shotgun mic has the ability to capture more than one person speaking. You've got to be careful with a shotgun mic is that when you're using this, it's going to capture all the ambient sound in a room. If your kids are playing, if your dogs are barking, if there's something going on outside, it's going to capture every single sound it listens to and hears. So you got to be careful with it. But as far as it being versatile, I want to show you two applications that are actually super cool that might make you want to purchase a shotgun mic for your sound needs. Now, when I said that a shotgun mic is flexible and it has range, I wasn't kidding. Let me show you what I mean. This right here is a shotgun mic attached to a smartphone in a very affordable iPhone holder. So what you have now is a movable, transportable, very, very versatile production company. I've used this to capture fashion shows, capture daily events, special events. When I'm shooting things up close, you can pretty much weave it into any possible nook and cranny. So a shotgun mic gives you this ability in this apparatus, which makes it a very, very attractive possibility for your sound needs. But I'm going to give you one more. So if you think that the last thing I showed you with that movable rig was cool, so is this. What you're listening to now is the shotgun mic, the same one that was propped up on top of my smartphone. And I've wired it over here, and now you can probably see that the sound is incredibly improved. This option is amazing. It's really great for groups of people, and it's really great when you want to get quality sound and be able to have a single unit that can do multiple things. So again, shotgun mic on top of the smartphone in that movable portable rig, and now sitting right here on top of my desk, creating the sound that you listen to right now. Next option in this Sound On parade is the wireless microphone, and it has a receiver and a transmitter, and I'm holding a part of it right now here in my hand. The way it works is it goes on your smartphone or somewhere near it, and then you basically wear the other piece and you move around. You get to talk anywhere you want. You get to move around. Distance is really, really good. I mean, you can be 50, 60 feet away and still get some degree of quality of sound. So it's flexible in the sense that you're not tied to any wire or anything. But before you start jumping and saying, well, I got to get me one of those, well, the big consideration is cost. Any basic wireless unit that can probably be of service to you is going to cost you $100+. And while that may not sound like a lot of money, if you're on a budget and if you're creating and just kind of learning the basics, you don't want to dive in and go spend that much money. You want to build up towards that. Now, the units I'd probably recommend in today's world will probably cost you $200. So this is a great sound option because of its freedom of movement, but the cost is a little restricting. Now, another thing is, going back to the shotgun mic I talked a while ago, is that this one is just you talking. You can't capture more than one person at a time. So wireless mics, they're flexible, they are kind of cool, but it's probably not the first thing I'd recommend for a late adapter or people that are getting started in production to dive into. Let's move on to the next one. The last sound option I'm going to discuss in this sound on video is a lavalier or a lav mic, and it looks a lot like this. The way it works is real simple. The microphone part is connected to you, and then the wire runs and it connects to your smartphone. Now, what are some of the advantages? Well, you're listening to it. It's got good sound. I really enjoy the sound on this particular model. It's called a Panda, and it's my preferred option when I'm creating video. I just enjoy it because it's easy to use. And here's one thing, it's super duper affordable. You can find lav mics that really work within your budget. It's a great way to start for lit adapters and anybody trying to make that first effort to improve their sound quality. One of the things I'm going to ask you to watch out for, though, is they're not all created the same. So practice with your microphone. For example, this one, if it's too close to where I speak, it will clip, meaning the sound will be very distorted. So practice with your microphones, whichever it is, so you'll know its limitations and how to best use it in your production. And as I finish this piece here about sound, I think I'm gonna have to do another video about the accessories that you need to connect. It's not complicated, but I think I better go through it slowly, so stay tuned for that one coming up probably sometime after this one. Late adapters, everybody in between, those are your sound options. Consider which one works for you. Is it about budget? Is it about the groups of people? Whatever it is, consider all the information here and find the right solution for your needs. Now, if you need to reach me in any capacity, I am Border Mayor. You can look for me on social media. I'll be right there. I also ask you share your ideas with me. Drop me a comment or send me a DM if you have any questions or concerns about sound. Late adapters and everybody in between, I remind you that this is social media. So you all keep on grinding. We'll see you next time.